welcome back. So I'm getting ready to go into the office. I just put my contacts in. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready. And I think I'm going to use one of the quads I put together. If you've seen my last video, I'm kind of feeling these two. Yeah. All right. Ow. So let me go ahead and get started. I have stories. The first one is, like, I feel like I'm finding more and more stories about people doing dumb-ish before, during, and after their weddings. So this story is about Blake and Mary Greenwell. I don't even know where they're from. I don't want to know where they're from. So they were getting married. Now, unlike the couple who, what was it, the last video I did where they were trying to transport a mattress in an F-150 Ford truck with the bride on top of the mattress, and that didn't end well. Everybody survived. Maybe the mattress didn't, not quite sure. Anyway, this one, they managed to be fine before the wedding. The wedding went through, everything was fine, everything was great. It seems like they had a little time between the ceremony and the reception. So they decided that they were going to take some photos, you know, the bride and groom, just to, you know, some fun photos, not just the, you know, serious ones. So what's important to know is that Mary is 5'3". And Blake, or Balake, if you know, you know, is 6'1". That's important. Remember that. So they decide, again, to take these fun photos. And what they thought was a good idea was that Balake would get on Mary's back. 5'3", Mary will have 6'1", Balake on her back. It didn't go well. It didn't go well. Basically, Balake's brother was behind, maybe Aaron was behind Balake, and he grabbed his brother's feet. So I guess Balake was on Mary's back and Aaron is holding Balake's feet. Somehow or another, during this piggy ride, Balake is falling forward on Mary's back. Now, maybe you would think that Balake is gonna like crush Mary or something, you know, something just still not good, but no. Instead, Mary's feet stayed planted. Mary's feet stayed planted. So you have your feet planted, 6'1", heavy dude on your back, and you fall forward. Crack, crack, snap, 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 crackle, and pop. So Mary breaks her ankle. Only one. I'm surprised it was only one ankle. Shoot, because Mary, that could have been worse. So cut to this picture of them in the hospital emergency room. Balake is on his phone. I think he's avoiding Mary's gaze because her gaze is one that is full of so much, like, hate and disgust, irritation. But you know what? It's not all Balake and Aaron's fault. Mary was in on it, okay? Mary, nobody told you to go ahead and put this man on your back, because in the story, she's like, I was just so happy that I could lift him up. You can't, Mary. So they are literally in the waiting area with their, they're in the waiting area in their gown and tux, just sitting there waiting, and she looks so pissed. Also, it looked like she had on some wedges. Girl, like, all of this was an obvious setup that y'all didn't think through. And I'm just like, did you even get good pictures? Because I don't know. I don't know if you did. What other shade do I want to use? And so afterward, it seems the shady part is that the guests went ahead with the reception. meet the bride and groom for the reception. They just went on ahead with it. And I can't say that I wouldn't have. I'm already here. Already went through, you know, the tough part, sitting through the ceremony. Long old vows and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get my food, my drink, and have a little dance on the dance floor and go about my business. So I couldn't have said that. I can't say that I wouldn't have done the same thing. I can't say it. I won't say it. So Balake is feeling all put out. He's feeling real upset because he feels like it's his fault because, you know, I don't know. He was the one on her back. But still, I'm just like, I feel like this is the fault of 3 people. I don't think I'm gonna blame the photographer. I don't know, because I feel in some ways I'm like, you could have stepped in. But you know what? Who was the photographer to tell them how to do their pictures? I mean, you would think, but what else? And they had to postpone their... He had planned a surprise honeymoon to Disney World. They had to postpone that for 6 months. And she was able to go now with screws and a metal plate in her leg. And she had to use a mobility scooter. The way she was looking at that man, like, why did I marry this fool? He should have been looking right back at her like, why did I marry this fool? Y'all both stupid. I mean... Seems like their guests had a good time, though. But there's one story out of Mexico that I'm like, it wasn't even the bride and groom's fault. It was the groom's family. So there's this family in Mexico. I don't think they gave any names, but apparently the story is like all on Twitter. Or X, I'm sorry. There's this story where this couple, they were, you know, going to get married. I took some notes in my new news journal that I just like to flip through, and because I like to write down shenanigans. So this couple, they were getting married in the Sonora province of Mexico. I'm gonna go in with the blurring balm. So they were getting married, or they were planning, okay? They were planning to get married in Mexico. They are from Mexico, they're Mexican. But a couple of things kind of got in the way, like on their trip to the altar, like a few things happened. On the day itself, so we'll start with the day and then we'll work backwards and we'll come back forward. On the day itself, the bride was outside the church in her white dress. 3 people pull up in a car. 2 of them get out and throw red paint on her white dress, and the 3rd one is recording it. Purportedly because whoever hired them, you know, needs some evidence. Because I don't think just random people are going to go ahead and just be like, you know what, let's go buy some red paint from Home Depot or the Mexican equivalent, and let's just find a bride and throw some red paint on her white dress on her big day. Now, is this a standalone incident? No. Because if we look at the history of the couple, his family has been trying to break them up for a while. So the family apparently owns a funeral service business. And the bride, it seems like so they're wealthy. The bride, it seems like she doesn't come from a wealthy family, a well-off family. So the groom's family is like, nah, she ain't good enough for us. You can't marry her. You can't marry her. And the groom's like, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna marry who I want. So his family, like everybody jumps in and they're like, well, if you're gonna stay with her, we're gonna try to make her leave you. So they decide to start harassing her on social media. They use like fake accounts and would block her from their like regular accounts. They start harassing her on social media. They start spreading rumors about her. And whenever the groom, whenever he would confront his family, they'll be like, we're not doing that. It's like not us. Who else is gonna be? I wish I knew what these... I'm guessing the threats were pretty obvious. Probably like, don't marry our brother. Like, not I. No, I said the cat. So they started doing all of this, and because they thought that she was only marrying him for the family money. Not only did they like harass her on social media, start telling all these lies about her, they also offered her a blank check. Just like write in the amount, girl. Write in the amount and just peace out of here. Here's a blank check. But she didn't take it. Not only did they write the blank check, they went ahead, they thought they were going to do it a different way, and they fired him from the family business. They're like, now what you gonna do? Not only that, the mom faked a heart attack and like admitted herself into the hospital and blamed her son for causing her this level of distress. And before, so let's go back to the wedding, right? Before the red paint incident, the family, an anonymous call went to the police to say that at the wedding, they were like trafficking drugs. So a special unit had to come out and search all the guests. And then, allegedly, the mother paid these 3 men to go in and throw the paint at the woman on her wedding day. She's just standing outside the church having, getting ready to walk down the aisle. Now, at this point, I don't know. Like, we not even officially in-laws yet, and you're already harassing me, and as my family would say, humbugging my spirit, my soul. That's what you're doing. We ain't even official yet. But they went ahead with the wedding. She changed into a gold dress. She looks beautiful. Gorgeous. Amazing. I guess they had a happy day. None of his family was there, and his mother was allegedly vacationing in Paris, France. Now, with all that said and done, I don't know that I would marry this man. On one hand, I would want to be like, I'm going to do it anyway. Like, you tried and you failed. But on the other hand, it's like, y'all already starting. You hiring people. This doesn't feel like a safe situation. Like, homie, like, get your family. Like, and now I'm for real not marrying you for the money because they done fired you from the family business. Are you still in the will? Like, I don't know if I would go ahead and go through with this wedding. I don't even know. I was gonna say, or go elope, but they still gonna know. Like, is it worth it? Let me work. Yeah, put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, what would you do? I don't know, because I could see myself like going up to the mom and being like, ma'am, all disrespect, but what's happening? I'm not marrying your son for the money. I mean, if I was, I don't think it's worth it anymore. Like, because y'all are doing the most. You over here starting rumors about me, like, you harassing me online, and then y'all have the, like, say it with your whole chest. If you gonna do it, don't hide. Say that it was you. Y'all are harassing me online. You giving me checks. You see, I didn't put nothing on the check. I didn't cash it. So, I mean, maybe you could assume that I'm not here for the money. Like, that I love this person. Like, what is the big deal? Get a prenup. Write a prenup. Okay? A postnup. Like, write something so you can protect your assets. A lot of people do it. I have clients who do it. Child. What would go in your prenup, child? Like, whatever we bring into the marriage. Listen. What I'm bringing in, Rosé? Like, protect yourself, because I'm sure you're bringing in more than I am. Anyway, I don't know that I would have gone through with the wedding, because now we are betrothed. No, betrothed is before, right? Now we are wedded. We're wedded, and it seems like we gonna, you know, try to make this work. But, like, I'm gonna need you to get your family. And the mom, listen, that's what you call dramatic. She pretends to have a heart attack. Like, you are really taking it far. She pretends to have a heart attack and takes her behind to the hospital. To the hospital. Talking about, mi hijo. He's the one that got me here. Ma'am, you put yourself up in this hospital. Ain't nobody told you to be so dramatic. Okay? But I'm also thinking, if y'all did all of this and homegirl still didn't leave, does that not tell you maybe she's in it for the right reasons? Or does that even matter? Like, you just think she's playing around, you know, she's not serious about it? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. I would sort of think, I would be like, hey fam, like, I think she might be in for the long haul, guys. Like, I think this might be the real deal, you know? Look, we tried all this stuff. We even got her on her wedding day. We had the whole church searched by the police. The whole church. And then we threw this red paint on her dress, and homegirl had a backup dress, a gold one that she looked good in. I think that they might just love each other. Just a little bit. I think so. I just feel like at this point, just let it be. Let it be and write a prenup. Like, just have her sign the prenup right before the ceremony. I feel like she would do it. Like, they just took it far. And mama was like, I'm about to go on mis vacaciones to Paris, France. She didn't even come to, like, damn. That is, like, the relationship between her and her son is ruined. But you know what I'm thinking? Like, what if they have kids? What's that gonna be like? Is the family gonna now be like, oh my gosh, you know, like, now here are more heirs to the family business? Are they gonna just, like, be a fan of her at that point? Probably not. Probably still not. I don't know. I feel like I have friends and family that would be like, ma'am, if you don't run Runaway Bride this mess. Y'all remember that? Runaway Bride. If you don't go ahead and get out of here, because they are trying to take you down. What's the next thing gonna be? What's the next thing gonna be? I mean, I guess that's called real love. The powder done dropped. Here is the finished look, heading to the office, giving you like a linen kind of romper pantsuit thing because it's hot. So let me know what you think about these two stories. I don't even know if we need to talk about the foolishness of the first one, but would you get married to the guy whose family was harassing you? Let me know. I don't know, I'm ambivalent. Anyway, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.